Jason Derulo, what's happening, fellas? Great to have you here. This is
Good
cool.
to be here, man.
Dude, this is unbelievable. Madness.
Can I just say, like, I was sitting here while the music was playing, and Jason and Pete were having a conversation, and I was in between them. I was like, "Oh God, I'm like one of the boys now."
For sure.
So, I don't know where to start. Firstly, Jay, look, what is it? 30 million singles sold worldwide, 1 billion views on YouTube,
I'm sorry about the
17 million
Wikipedia,
fans.
man.
How do you do that? How
I'm
do
really
you do
sorry
that?
because it's actually 45 million. But I hate saying that. Like, it sounds so douchey. But
Yeah, sure.
I keep telling them to change that. I don't know if I could curse. I keep telling them to change that.
Yeah.
So like, yeah.
But how do you
Kinda
do that? I
awkward.
mean, how do you get that right? That's incredible.
I don't know, man. I honestly don't. It's been a hell of a ride, man, and I've just been really blessed, man. You know, it's been really awesome, man, to tell the truth.
And talent, obviously.
Right.
Gotta have
He
a
had
little
a
bit of
pretty
talent.
big video star in one of his videos. I don't know. He's being really modest about my appearance in this video.
Oh yeah.
I feel like it might have pushed it over like the 15 million.
Guys, welcome to South Africa. Pete, congratulations. You just had a little baby.
I did.
It's,
Yeah.
what do we say?
20th. Yeah.
That's
very
incredible,
excited.
man.
Oh, amazing! Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, how do you? I mean, here's a question for like young peeps that are one day going to be parents. How do you balance that? I mean, how do you one? Well, you know, you live these two lives. One, you're a rock star, right, and then the other, you're a family man as well. I mean,
Well,
how do you balance that?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that they probably trickle into each other's, you know, a little bit. Like when we're playing shows, sometimes I'm like, oh my God, are the kids getting too hot? We should give them water. You know, like it's like in a super dad mode or whatever. But I think for the most part, like I got a lot of friends that are like dads in LA that are pretty cool, you know, and they do the thing or whatever. And I'm like, oh, my dad was kind of not a rock star at all, so I can take notes from him.
And do you think LA is a good place to bring up kids? It's wild there, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure. I feel like if you have if you have a cool family and you have a good relationship with your kids, it's going to be great wherever you bring them up. And if you don't, it'll probably be wild wherever they are.
Cool. And speaking of kids, this track Wiggle, right, massive, and the hookup, the hookup with Snoop. And there's an interesting conversation I read about how you had a chat with Snoop, and he said, "Yo, dude, my kids are big fans of yours." Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, I was like, where are you going with this?
Yeah, where am I going with this?
Yeah, so I saw him at the All-Star game, and he was like, yeah, my kids are really big fans. And I was like, what?
Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, seriously. So, you know, I told him I was a big fan. You know, he's obviously an icon, and he's somebody that I watched growing up.
So
I was like, yo, I got this track called Wiggle, man, that I think you would absolutely murder.
that's incredible.
And he was like, man, send it to me, man.
Yeah, young blood, pull in.
And he sent it within the next 48 hours, man. So it was dope.
You're kidding. I mean, do you get starstruck? I mean, come on. Even if Obama had to say, "Hey, that's Snoop," gee, dude, I just met Snoop.
Starstruck. Yeah, I wish I could tell you this story about, you know, how I was starstruck the other night, but I can't because it's my next song, and I can't tell you who it's featuring yet. But like that moment, I
Now
did.
I'm intrigued. I'm like,
Yeah,
I can't
that's
take a
also
guess.
really awkward.
you gotta give us
to
a
tell
hint,
a story,
man.
but not tell you at all.
I think I know.
Come on.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Okay, tell
It's
me.
Lady Gaga, right?
No.
I saw the different Lady Gaga, right? Yes. That was a wild guess, by the way.
That was super wild. Bro.
Jesse J.
No.
Cough 3 times.
you wanted it to be Lady Gaga so bad. You're like, please.
And Beyonce.
You know what? It's actually it's like somebody you would never think of. So like if you kept guessing, you
All
probably
right.
wouldn't get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the legends are in the studio. Jason Derulo, Pete Wentz. You're listening to 5FM. Somebody give me a hoorah! Turn it up, it's Fall Out Boy. Sugar, we're going down. Ay, 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 ay. Pete, we got to deal with something quickly. You know, we put out a word to all the cats listening to the show. Your fans came through. We need to discuss the Morse code thing. Listen to this.
Oh, shoot. Morse code. I didn't even know that was Morse code. I thought that was, I thought my computer was broken.
Yeah. Obviously, this links to the album Centuries, right? But maybe you can explain, because we were trying to figure it out. CS' dad was in the military.
Yeah,
right?
that's right. A Parabat, yeah.
And we can't decode this. Is it Morse code?
It is Morse code.
Explain everything.
So we have, so we have a new song that is coming out September 8th. I'm like probably telling the dates wrong because I don't know what's going on ever because I'm just the guy that shows up.
Up and coming, yeah. Sure.
But it's coming up very soon, and it is called Centuries, and I believe the Morse code was centuries unless we got it wrong, and then it was like gibberish.
Tattoos. You got mad tats.
Yeah.
Have you got a story about that? How would you describe that?
It's tribal on top.
Yeah, it's tribal.
So up top is a Tahitian warrior tattoo. I got it after my neck injury, and just stating that I'm a fighter and never give up. I just got this tattoo right here, which is pause, play, record, stop, and it's just me wishing that I could rewind the good times, fast forward through the bad times, record the great times. You know what I'm saying? And,
My problem is trying to remember the good times.
Pete's
might
also
need one
got
of these.
Pete, you got plenty, bro.
I do. Yeah, I have some tattoos. I don't know. I just got this one. It's just it's a wolf. I got it for my kids, I guess. I don't know. They're like kind of wild. So
You tweeted the other day that you wanted to get a new one, right?
a new tattoo.
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
I might have.
Yeah.
What did I say?
You said you
what,
wanted to get a new tattoo.
was that
Something
it?
like that. Yeah. I stalked you on
Doesn't-
Twitter.
It does not sound exactly like what I would say.
I read a story about this chick that tattooed your name on her back and on her thighs. Is that the craziest thing that you've come across so far?
I mean, it depends on what you think is crazy.
I mean, like there was that there was that guy that had Drake tattooed on his forehead. That was another thing I saw.
pretty
I mean, that's pretty crazy, right?
Nutter.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Is that the
Yeah, I
craziest
mean,
thing?
the tattoos, are forever, man. So, God forbid I change my name. She might be more upset than my dad. Yeah, so I mean, it's it just depends on what you think is crazy. I mean, I wouldn't tell her, I think that's crazy. I told her, that's beautiful, for someone to be so, into what I do, to do that. I think it's awesome, but at the same time, I wouldn't, tell people to do that. I wouldn't condone that.
We got Pete Wentz and Jason Derulo in the studio, head of iHeart Music, Joburg Fest. What can we expect tomorrow? I mean, that's why we're here. That's what we came for.
I mean, we haven't been here in maybe 6 years or something like that. So we're going to try to cover a lot of ground tomorrow and make it all kind of happen. So old songs, new songs. But also, like, when you're playing a festival with a bunch of different artists, then, I don't know, knowing that we're going to have to win over some other fans, too, So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. Don't think I can top that. It's gonna be a huge party, man. I'm excited. Like he said, there's gonna be a lot of different kinds of people there because there's you got Panic at the Disco, you got Jessie J,
Sure.
you got T-Pain, you got B.O.B. It's just so many different kinds of artists. So in turn, you're gonna get a lot of different kinds of fans, which is exciting. And I did a sound check today, and the place is massive. So I'm excited.
Who you guys gonna be looking out for?
Who are going to watch?
Yeah, who you gonna be?
Jason.
Yeah, sure.
No, we've been crossing paths a ton this year, so
I'm
we
sure.
definitely will.
For
And
sure, yeah.
trying to like pick up on dance moves just by being like not too far away from him. Like maybe I won't move like a rock.
So another, when we got international guests, I always say like try and stay on a little. Do you know what I mean? And check out the motherland because it's a beautiful country.
Yeah.
And
What would you say that we have to do though? Like while we're here, because this is my first time.
you
here,
definitely got to get down to Cape Town. Just like even if you can schedule it in as a bit of a break.
But here though,
We got
In
lions
the
and
Berg,
stuff
dude,
here.
where do you start? It's crazy. I mean, the Kruger Park is
Yeah,
generally like a
exactly.
But
non-stop.
we're trying to like hug. This
Cuddle?
time I'm trying to like hug some like little baby cheetahs, like the little tiny ones.
yeah.
And maybe I was
down
saying
with the baby ones.
Yeah,
For sure.
I was saying this too. Like, I kind of like want to find like a sickly one, like an old sick cheetah, and race him and get a video of me race him. I'm like beating him and stuff. I mean, the oldest, sickest cheetah around.
Oh, that's amazing. Guys, unbelievable to have you in the studio. Ladies and gentlemen, iHeart Joburg Music Fest. We got the crew in the studio. Give us a hoorah. You're listening to 5 FM. Hoorah! Hoorah!